I can't wait to post this on my social media how I got over asking price for another client.
Real estate agents now in worse shape than their clients. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome to the show. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, let me politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought and hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's a mouthful. Very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very tricky times. All right, friends, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. Listen, friends, as a licensed real estate agent here in America, helping you guys all over America, I've got a pretty good bird's eye on what's going on out there. And listen, friends, it is getting serious, my friends. The market's been frozen in place, really. Sure, a lot of areas still have some leftover, I don't know, euphoria, we'll call it, but it's wearing off and wearing off quick. Every time you have a real estate boom, and we just had the biggest boom ever recorded in history, of course, a bunch of people pour in and get their real estate license. I'm going to be a real estate agent, and I know what it's like. I remember in the last boom era, I was getting licensed too. Then the rug pull happened, and I had to figure something else out. I was not ready for that. I had never lived through a boom and a bust. And the realities are, I came to YouTube pretty early as a seasoned agent that's seen this movie before and started warning people even prior to interest rate hikes. I've earned a lot of your views, support, and confidence as such, and hopefully just giving you a look into somebody, a no-nonsense guy, that if and when you're ready to work with a real estate agent, you need this. You don't want somebody that's been in a sales training.
Well, date the rate and marry the house.
I was talking to a longtime agent. I signed longtime agents to all you guys. If you need an agent in your area, I have longtime, biggest brokerage world. Well, you're good. We got you covered. No one's perfect, but I can get you in the best hands in your area. That much I can pretty much promise. Insanity. Prior to interest rate hikes, I came to YouTube and started warning people, listen, this is a bubble. It's going to have blowback. The dust will settle, and we will pay the piper. What goes up must go down. This is an artificially induced housing bubble. I was deemed an essential worker in lockdown, sent out to sell homes in a low inventory environment, in a low interest rate environment, creating this newfound catchphrase called FOMO, fear of missing out. Bidding wars. Listen, even in the last bubble, my friends, this is what's so scary about this bubble. Personally, for me, I was just a guy that found himself in the firestorm, living in an episode of The Twilight Zone, The Wild West, a showdown at the OK Corral, a dogfight working in real estate, a lack of inventory. I need a listing. Gosh darn it, I need a listing. I've got buyers and no sellers. This is horrible. This is insane. So like I said, in the last bubble, you didn't see people bidding wars, waiving contingencies and inspections, rolling the dice on the house as they do it, not knowing the health or the fitness, mold homes, not having a general inspection done, much less a thorough inspection. Insane. And those people now, can you imagine if that was you? Like, I remember buying towards the height of the last bubble and having some buyer's remorse. Can you imagine if you went above and beyond, found out your house needed a bunch of work, a bunch of issues, you're leveraged to the hill, and now it's reversing course, no longer worth what you paid, you can't sell it. You're now a prisoner in your own home, handcuffed by the thing. That's in fact what people are going through. So when that all exploded, now that we've set that up properly, a lot of new agents piled in, right? And now I just walked through our office recently, big fancy office. And it's ghost town. Crickets in there. One agent in there, like a young millennial, clearly a new agent, in it like a t-shirt. Wasn't even dressed looked like an agent. That was a Friday. I'll give him, maybe it was casual Friday. But if you're a new agent, don't dress for a job you have. Dress for the job you want. Insane. I could get away with not wearing this tie and a dress shirt. I could go swing this all in a t-shirt, guaranteed. But you deserve somebody showing up that looks like a real estate agent. These kids are showing up in t-shirts. I don't think that's smart. I just don't think that's smart. Everybody will always need a good salesman. If you're a good salesman or woman, you will have a job. It might not be in real estate, but somebody will need a good salesman. Look like one. That's the first step. But when agents are in massive trouble right now, and like I said, big fancy office, ghost town crickets. One agent in there, deer in the headlights. And I felt bad because I'm there to pick up another commission check, which I never brag about, ever. Not even once on social media. You can go chase me down my social media. It's just positive messaging, not a lot of promoting myself as I got another over asking price offer for my clients. I think that looks really weak because it's not going to last, first of all. And in the last real estate boom, we didn't even see ridiculousness like that. So I just couldn't stomach that. But I see these new agents pouring in, and you see their headshots. They look all, I think I had one of my social medias, because I usually blow this stuff apart. One of my social media posts showed a picture of before and after of a real estate agent. Before, looking like a model. After, looking like a train wreck coming in to this market. So the market, it's just a bad time to get into real estate, unfortunately. A year ago, but you would have set yourself up for failure anyway, because you would be like, wow, this is great. I'm getting business right out of the gate. Usually you go intern for a top agent, get your, go dirt bag it for a while, learn the hard way. They're walking right in to this money train that it was like a casino, a slot machine that continued to pay out. They thought this was normal, and it's not. So that's what's happening right now all over. Walk by your local real estate office, take a look in. My guess is it's crickets in there. Crickets. Leave it in the comments below. Do you have a local real estate office? Is like half the time, if they're open at all, there's maybe one person in there. Crickets in real estate offices right now, and they will be closing up. Offices will be closing up shortly. So a lot of agents are, in fact, in big trouble right now. And it's a very small percentage. I would say, I believe 95% of the agents out there are just trying to squeak by. Only 5% of agents out there actually know what's going on and are ready for what's coming. The rest of them are going to be completely blindsided. That's why I've warned, I've done my best, and you've helped me do that. Thank you, love each and every one of you for helping me do that. You have to be in better shape than your clients. Your clients are going to be able to sniff out desperation in sales, meeting, tactics, narratives, and trainings if you try to use stupid stuff like date the rate and marry the house. Interest rates are still historically low, and it's still a good time to buy. Real estate only goes up. Listen, friends, we just had a really big boom. This will take a long time to recover. You got to put the percentage of likelihood on this. Nobody has a crystal ball. But again, I was at a social event last night, and I saw another local real estate agent, successful. And it's so funny to me because now even though I'm a pretty public figure, but I'm a pretty private guy, even though I'm slightly a public figure. I get identified and spotted quite often. And it's my job as a salesman to be very social. But as part of that, I also like my privacy. And when it's time to be Scott Walters, oh yes, I'm Scott Walters. But then when it's time for Scott Walters to be not Scott Walters, he enjoys that. I'm on a tennis court, I'm on a beach, I'm on a motorcycle, I'm doing something. I'm out there taking life by the handlebars as much as I can. I don't like to just work around the clock, but I'm ready to go at a moment's notice always. And I see agents can't even make eye contact with me because they know I've been speaking the truth. Before, I used to get people a little bit of pushback. Like, this time is different. It's not different. They are in massive, massive trouble right now. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the biggest artificially induced housing bubble ever produced in world history was zero organic growth. Probably not going to sustain itself. We're seeing that now. If you're a new agent, buckle up and strap in. You need to be the strong one in this situation. If you're looking for an agent or currently working with an agent, be very, very careful. There's a good chance, about a 95% chance, they're in trouble right now. They are in trouble right about now. I'm seeing it firsthand. I'm seeing it with my emails. I'm seeing it with my MLS feed. I'm seeing it from your comments. I'm seeing it from empty offices. I'm seeing the air now coming out of the balloon. Tail end of a crisis, front end of a recession, booms and busts. We've always had them. Anybody unwilling to admit that clearly has drank the Kool-Aid, has financial gain, cheerleading out of self-preservation because they have to. If you see anybody grandstanding on their social media, I'm so happy I got my client X amount, 10, 20 offer, over multiple offers, over asking price. Call me if you'd like the same. Just run. Just even let them know, like, that's not, it doesn't come across, it comes across as grandiose and arrogant. If you had a successful transaction, great. Let people know. I had a successful transaction. Call me if you'd like to hear more about it. But to grandstand, for me personally, I don't know. Is it working on you guys when you see that? Maybe if you're a desperate seller, you'll fall into the hands of somebody that's doing that. But the realities are, even if and I've had plenty of transactions, I'm still doing them right now as we speak, over asking multiple offers where I live. But I'm seeing it not happen. I'm talking to agents all over the nation where we're not getting that. Certain areas are getting it, certain areas aren't. That should be a warning sign because all areas were getting that temporarily. My guess is that will continue to be the trend, and I'm going to continue to blow the lid off it every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content and want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.